Yes people, what is good? I am BA, back once again with another reaction to a new series. We're taking a little break between seasons 2 and 3 of Fargo as approved by my Patreon gang, and we are reacting to the Fallout TV show. What do I know about Fallout? What don't I know about Fallout? It is my favourite video game series of all time. The only ones I've never played are the original 2 isometric ones on the PC, but ever since Fallout 3 dropped on the Xbox, I have played every single Fallout for hundreds of hours. I would say my knowledge level on the lore of the world is like, you know, just below expert. I'm not one of these people that has every piece of information on every single terminal you can read throughout all the games memorized or anything like that, but if we're talking main storylines, main areas, main locations, main brands, main weapons, all of that stuff, I know everything inside out. But to really know a Fallout player, you have to know their build. So here's my builds. In Fallout 3, I got the Chinese stealth armor from the Anchorage DLC, the katana from the Mothership Zeta DLC, and then I used Lincoln's repeater as my long range weapon. In Fallout New Vegas, I used the Chinese stealth armor, the 12.7mm silent submachine gun, and the Rat Slayer sniper rifle as my loadout. And in Fallout 4, I used the Chinese stealth armor, the Deliverer pistol, and a silenced sniper rifle. So if you know these games, you can tell that I'm a very stealth based player, and that's the way I like to play these games. You know, the last thing you hear, the last thing you see. I don't get into prolonged battles of strength against powerful enemies. I pick them off one by one, and before they know where the fuck the shots are coming from, they're all dead. So yeah, as you can see, I am quite a hardcore Fallout fan. The only ones I haven't played is 1 and 2, so feel free to jump in the comments and, you know, out hardcore me by telling me all about all the shit I don't know about from those games, but other than that, I would consider myself fairly clued in. And one last thing I want to say is, when I heard this show was being made, I was so apprehensive because I genuinely have such a strong emotional attachment to the video games, and I'm so used to video game movies being terrible, video game TV shows being terrible, most of the things I love, video game or not, getting turned into new media being fucking terrible. So yeah, when I heard they were making it, I kinda just sort of put it on the back burner. I was like, okay, well hopefully it's good, but you know, I'm not gonna put any emotional stake in it because it will break my heart if I do and then it is terrible. And as a result, I'm going into this series with the bar incredibly low. I only hope it's not terrible. I have no legendary classic hopes for it or anything like that. I just hope it somewhat at least does the game's justice and is somewhat at least enjoyable. So yeah, these are my standards for this show. If it surpasses them, I will be pleasantly surprised. But yeah, without further ado, let's go. This is episode 1 of the Fallout TV series, and it is called The End. Let's check it out and see what it's saying to it.
I was walking along, minding my business.
And if you have never played a Fallout game, it is synonymous with using music from this type of era. You'll hear a lot of music from this era throughout this show, I would imagine.
Ready to be of service, madam.
Hey, I'm Mr. Handy.
The specter of nuclear war facing this nation for 10 long years is final.
And that image is straight out of the video games. A lone news reporter on a black and white screen talking like that.
Why the hell is Cooper Howard working kids' birthday parties?
What else? Alimony.
Well, if it pays the bills, I'm sure he enjoys the walking off. Gets to lasso himself, it looked fun.
We gotta get this rodeo on the road.
I can't thank you enough, Mr. Howard.
Pleasure's all mine.
I guess he was a famous actor or something like that. Or a famous rodeo guy or something.
Sugar Bomb presents Protect the Barbarian and the Ruby Ruin.
Hey, oh, we're getting all the cameos. Nuka-Cola, Sugar Bombs, and Grognak the Barbarian.
If they ever drop a really big bomb, I'm told us to hold up your thumb just like this.
The colour theme of his outfit as well is the Vault-Tec colours, that blue and yellow.
Do you think it's gonna happen?
Us cowposts, we take it as it comes, right?
Don't know how you're supposed to exactly take a nuclear bomb as it comes. Explosively? Is that the bomb going off right now?
It's just a fire.
Oh my god. And everyone is fucked. See, just from being that close to the blast, would they all be definitely dead from radiation? I've played through this moment in Fallout 4. It's tense. Oh, fuck. How many nukes did they drop?
My name is Lucy McLean, and I'm an active contributor to the well-being of my community.
Nice, starting straight in the vaults. This is how you started in Fallout 3, and this is what I remember. Starting in isolation so you don't get to see the wasteland at first. The moment when you finally leave the vault is a crazy sight.
Team C, Intermediate Phys Ed.
That was a good straight armbar for intermediate level.
I'm participating in my family book club. We're still trying to get my brother on board.
No way, they've even got the built-in games on the Pip-Boy that you got in Fallout 4.
I have been unable to find a suitable marriage partner. At least one I'm not related to.
That must be the really hard thing about being born in a vault, trying to find a partner. I like that actor. He works at the bookshop in the TV show You. No way, is this still inside the vault? It is fucking giant.
Feels a little tight. Won't be for long.
They've already found her a husband. Wow, there obviously wasn't much choice. I don't know, she looks a little apprehensive. Has she even met him? You see those giant projectors at the outdoor cinemas in the Fallout game, but I've never seen one turned on.
Gosh, you look just like your mother.
Yeah, I wish she was here.
Nice, Kyle MacLachlan's in this as well. This has got a good cast.
Overseer? It's time.
Oh, he's the overseer. Now that means he's basically the president of the vault. He seems cool. At least this vault has a nice overseer. A lot of overseers in the games are pieces of shit. And Vault-Tec as a company is a piece of shit company.
Honestly, textbook Tumblr jam. It's gonna take some time.
Nice, they even put a Bethesda glitch in the show.
Messing around with your cousin, it's all well and good for kids, but it's not a sustainable long-term sexual practice.
Now, usually you would heavily judge that sentence, but given that they had to grow up in a vault, we have to let it slide. Right, so Vault 32 marry with the members of Vault 33. I get it.
As arranged, we offer you seed and parts for machinery.
In exchange, we offer you a breeder.
It's like a traditional Bible trade.
Monty.
Yeah, I guess when it's slim pickings, she could have done way worse. I instantly don't trust this vault though, they're clearly struggling for resources.
We are bonded, not just as neighbors, but by a shared duty.
Yeah, I already see the way they're setting up this story. This vault's got a nice overseer and their crops are doing well, and this other vault's got struggling crops and they're coming around and marrying someone off with this vault. It's gonna end badly, isn't it?
We don't know much about what's up there. These survivors will need to be shown a better way.
It is so naive of these people that have been in this vault all this time to think that they can leave it and help the people on the surface change their ways.
To Lucy McLean, and to this marriage, and to hope!
What a beautiful speech. It would be a shame if something horrible were to happen to this vault soon.
Good evening, some enchanted evening, when you find...
It actually looks alright in one of these vaults, if I'm being honest. In the game it looks far more claustrophobic, but in the show it looks like it's got enough space where you wouldn't feel too enclosed. Even to see these corridors in set form is quite crazy to someone like me.
Show me to my new home.
Oh, the breeder wants to get started with his job pronto.
Okie dokie.
Just keep that coffee hot, keep it hot, be sure you make...
She's looking forward to this. It'll be the first time she's fucked a non-cousin. What's this guy up to? Ah, he's looking at their crops. This poor guy's gonna get killed for discovering this, isn't he? She looks like she enjoyed herself. I hope it isn't this guy's job to kill her while he has her by herself. Because she's the overseer's daughter, so she's very kidnappable or killable. Shit, and these other guys' vault looks like one of the vaults you actually go into in the games. Fuck. They are definitely not going back. Are they killing them all right now?
From the surface.
Oh shit, they're raiders. Oh no.
Raiders.
Sneaky motherfuckers. Fucking hell, this guy's strong. And he smashed the glass on the Atomic Queen oven, you piece of shit. Nice, punch him in the balls again. Keep punching him in the balls till he's no balls left. Shit, they're going with quite a brutal tone so far. Whoa, he shanked her. Oh shit, nicely done. He is not getting up from that. Hey, a stim pack. They have saved my life so many times. These raiders will have killed almost everyone else in this vault. She's lucky she can still even walk with that stab wound. Oh nice, upgrading to a gun from a knife. This is like the tutorial in any of the video games. What was that she shot him with? That was a shit gun. Must have been the dart gun maybe?
Some enchanted evening.
Yeah, this peaceful vault was just not ready for the level of violence a raider gang could bring to them. These raiders kind of fucked up what would have been a peaceful life, you know. They could have just took over that vault, regrown their crops, and married off to the other vault and had a chilled life. That guy just shot 2 people through another person's head.
You may see a stranger.
It's nice to see the dart gun actually doing something, because in the games it is weak as fuck. Oh shit, that wound looked brutal.
You know, even there.
That is brilliant design, how they made the film deteriorate, projecting the background as the mayhem is going on.
Oh, yes.
Oh shit! Well, at least that guy went out absolutely high on jet. I still can't see any way for this vault to overcome these raiders. Even the effects on his cheek there looked so realistic. Nice, I wouldn't trust an overseer that couldn't handle a shovel. I don't know what was floating in that barrel he drowned him in, but he didn't bob for any of them, so missed opportunity if anything. Damn. And just like that, what was a peaceful, thriving vault has been destroyed in minutes.
I think I know who you are.
Everyone knows who I am.
Alright, Cher, there's no need to brag.
I'm gonna offer you a choice. Them or her.
What the fuck? How are you gonna give him that choice?
You are my world.
Is he choosing her and sacrificing everyone else? Oh man, that's so fucked. It was also a stupid choice. They should have fought because none of these people that he's choosing to stay in this vault with are gonna survive.
Where are you taking him?
To the real world. You should see it sometime.
Wow, that perfectly sets up what her motivation will be to go to the surface because they'll take her dad to the surface. Fallout 3 had a similar thing where you trying to find your dad, but it was under different circumstances. If I was to instantly guess, I would say this is Brotherhood of Steel recruit training. Just because it looks like a bunker in the background and they're all wearing dog tags. Nice, strong name. Colosseum gladiatorial winning shit name. Have their vengeance in this life or the next type name.
That I've been unhappy all along.
Yeah, this has got to be the Brotherhood of Steel. They're like the remnants of the military.
It is the duty of the Brotherhood of Steel to secure the waste.
There we go.
You will help Knights find and identify pre-war tech.
That was very much the Brotherhood of Steel's mission in Fallout 3. They were just trying to accumulate as much pre-war technology as possible.
To defend yourself is but one part of your training.
You don't need to keep ruling everyone, but I agree with your point. Fuck off the Pridwins in this show. Is this the Pridwin? Well, if that's not the Pridwin, that is an identical ship to the Pridwin. Oh shit, here we go. I was wondering how the power armor was going to look in the show. It looks good. That was a badass slow motion walk there as well. Good way to introduce the power armor.
Come on, I got something I want to show you.
Latrine duty is a two-person job.
I said come on.
I would take any opportunity to stop doing that shit and go check out something. This person could be leading me to a pile of shit and I'd be like, thank you so much for this trip and journey of tourism. So dope. It's even in the yellow power armor rig from Fallout 4. Was he saved by the Brotherhood of Steel as a child, so they've given him the Mandalorian's background?
Every time I look at you, I fall in love.
Fuck blocking one of those shots.
A bunch of us were chosen to get anointed.
Hey, what's your title gonna be?
Squire?
Oh shit, some of these guys are gonna be knights, no way. When you become a knight, you get to wear the power armor. It's all about becoming a knight. If you're a heavy build, I'm a stealth build, so I don't like power armor. But if you like getting into confrontations, power armor is what you want. What the fuck's wrong with him? I hope they explain that. Is it something to do with the other guys becoming knights and him not? Someone put a razor blade in his boot. Fucking hell.
And there's a smile.
At least the bodies are getting reused for compost. Ah, fuck. Not the nicest way to repair your wound. In Fallout, there's a machine called the Autodoc, which is a robot and a surgeon in one. I take it there's not an Autodoc machine in this vault.
I have a proposal for the assembly.
She's gonna wanna go to the surface to find her father, surely.
Send a search party to the surface to find my dad.
Yeah, completely understandable.
That's not something that we ever do, or have ever done, never, ever.
I know.
These people will all be born and raised in this vault, so the last thing they would even think to do would be open the door to the outside world.
They don't want to find Dad. If they did, they wouldn't get to be in charge.
True, now the Overseer's gone, there'll be a lot of people thinking about how they can get power. I didn't realise that guy was her brother as well, so that's a brother and sister there. Does that mean they've fucked? It's actually a really clever logo, that, because on the surface it looks really friendly and happy, but it's actually that thumb gauging the distance of the atomic blast.
How's your day going?
Bad as everyone else's.
That guy completely captured the general mood of an NPC in Fallout. Oh shit, the three of them are just going anyway. I prefer that to it being the entire vault, because that means at some point in this story, the three of these guys can return to this vault and see how it has changed since they left, which was another cool thing you could do. The vault door's looking good. So many of what you would call these assets, from, you know, the furniture to the appliances to the actual walls and stuff, are direct copies straight out of the game. Like, the sets look identical to the game so far. Well, that's his want to help overridden by a secret dart. Keep your hand over your martini glass when you're on a date with this chick.
I'm too chicken. Thanks.
He's staying as well, so she's going out there by herself, having never been out there before. This is so risky, but also captures the feeling of what you truly are in the video games, a lone wanderer. One person trying to make sense of all you see. Oh, here we go. It's so epic how they've built it up like this. This was the right way to do it. This completely recaptures the beginning of Fallout 3 and the feeling of getting used to this enclosed, safe society and then just having to go out into a lawless wasteland.
Mercy, no!
That didn't work.
Did in fact not. Maybe next time try doing it in a Darth Vader voice or something. She better not regret this decision, because they'll be very apprehensive to reopen the door to let her back in. Fuck. That is so brutal. I suppose you can say to yourself, at least those guys never suffered. They would be dead instantly. It's great to see they've given this show proper production value. Everything looks really high quality so far. Except the world, of course, which has seen better days. I don't know if I've missed it, but I'm not sure where this is set yet. You know, Fallout 3 was Washington, Fallout 4 was Boston, we've had Virginia and things like Fallout 76. I'm not sure what area of the US they're going with here though.
Why did you join the Brotherhood?
To hurt the people who hurt me?
Will the Brotherhood accept that as reason enough to join? It doesn't seem like a good enough reason to join the military.
Your fellow aspirants say it was you.
It would be so intimidating having to go up against one of those guys in full power armor in real life. It's basically a superhuman.
Speak. I didn't do it. I did not.
It even changes the voice now to sound more intimidating. Power armor used to just give out someone's regular speaking voice, but that sounds like it's lowered the person's voice in the power armor. That costume design looks perfect.
For giving me a home. I had no place in the world.
He seems so intimidated by this elder scribe. I don't know if it's respect or fear or what.
If it means giving my own life, I'll do it.
You probably just saved your life giving him that speech. That was a good speech.
Good boy.
Congratulations, you get yourself some badass power armor, my friend. You'll be talking in the Barry White voice in no time. Judging by his response though, it shows that the Brotherhood doesn't install loyalty through love more than it does loyalty through fear and intimidation.
I told him you wouldn't hurt a fly.
That was cool of her to cover for him like that. I don't know what the punishment would have been if he was found guilty of it, but it seemed like they were planning on just killing him. Fuck, that is a brutal branding ceremony. Fuck getting branded by a heated up power fist.
We exist for moments such as these.
It didn't seem like they got that much of a boot camp before they're just put into the power armor and sent out there. Hey, you better be nice to the companion. Shoot the target, do what you want with him. Keep the companion safe. Oh, he hasn't got his power armor yet. I love the design of these vertebrates. Also, that power armor's ridiculous. Did you see how effortlessly the guy just jumped up into the ship? That hydraulics and all the protection it gives them and the extra strength. What a suit. Random bandit guy just got shot with a toy doll leg. That must be the rocket launcher, which is a really cool weapon you can load with any junk you find. Also known as the junk jet.
You're telling me the supreme badass we're looking for is a godforsaken mutant?
Hell, some respect.
Why would they be going directly into a grave? Is this a ghoul?
Our little friend, a feral ghoul, can't abide a chicken.
Is that true? I never knew that about feral ghouls. This is so well filmed. Is this Walton Goggins? Yeah, I knew he was a ghoul. It's the one photo I did see for this program was Walton Goggins as a ghoul.
Just the weirdest circle jerk I've ever been invited to.
How many circle jerks have you been invited to? I wonder what their reason for wanting to bring him back is.
Yeah, now somebody made a run from the Enclave.
Oh, the Enclave are in this as well. That's like the evil Brotherhood of Steel. The Nazi Hood of Steel.
How about we put you right back in that hole?
He looks like he's fairly confident he'll be able to kill all three of these people. Oh, fuck. Completely took his head off. This guy has got his critical shot maxed out. These guys were absolutely zero problem for him. Yanked him into his grave by his own coffin. And most importantly, the chicken was unharmed. Okay, and that was episode 1 of Fallout, The End, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, The End, what did I think of that? Well, thank God, this is a really, really good TV show. I'm very happy that they have treated the source material respectfully, they've hired a good cast, good script writers, and it seems to be getting made as a very high quality TV show. So far, nothing tacky about it, and it was all high quality. I think the way they chose to do the first episode is the correct way to do it. Have a little bit of pre-war in the intro and show the day the bombs dropped, which is obviously the day things changed forever, and it also gives us a chance to meet the ghoul character back when he was a human, because obviously ghouls are humans that have been turned into ghouls from radiation. He could have survived the entire 300 years. We saw him getting reanimated, so that explains why he's still around, and we also got to meet the human version of him before it all happened. And from there, we went into the vault, which is again the exact next thing I would have done. Show that isolation, show how happy and secure they were, and then they added that additional element into it with the fact that that vault shared a door with another vault, and they married off one another to one another from time to time. When that other vault came over, yeah, it seemed like they were going through a tough time, and straight away I was suspicious of their crops, but I wasn't thinking they were as bad as what it was. I was just thinking, yeah, this is a struggling vault, and they're marrying this man off to this woman for political reasons to get crops is what I thought. And from playing the games, you get so conditioned to seeing raiders in that very specific Mad Max gang sort of attire, you know, heavy metal mixed with fucking tire parts and road signs and shit. The fact that they were disguised in vault suits was the thing that I think just completely threw me off, because obviously this is a TV show. Raiders can wear whatever the fuck they want. They're smart enough to disguise themselves, so yeah, it's nothing like the games. They're not going to show up with a big sign above their head saying Raiders if they're trying to do a sneak attack. I also loved that moment of the reveal when the brother was suspicious of them and he walked through the doors to their vault and just saw the absolutely destroyed crops and the dead bodies and shit. That reveal was done so well. And yeah, then it led to the giant fight, and I just thought it was going to be this Raider gang slaughtering everyone in that vault and, you know, a few of them escaping, and that's how the story was going to go. But it went a little bit better than that. The vault was able to defend themselves against against this raider gang, but they captured her father, which gives that woman the perfect motivation to want to go and find him. I think her name was Lucy, I'm not 100% sure. I'll try and get these names down quick. So the vault votes against her wanting to do that, which is something I expected. They're also used to the comfort and security, and having never opened the door through their entire lives, it would just seem like they are risking what is guaranteed safety and survival for the unknown. So yeah, many of these people, even though it seems weird and isolated to be in a vault, they wouldn't want to change that for anything because they hear so many horror stories as to what it might be like outside. So it looks like her brother and her love interest are all going to go out as a team of 3, but then she sneak attack with her syringes her love interest, and her brother admits that he would be too scared to go anyway. So she is our lone wanderer for this show. She goes out herself. And the other main story we were following was Maximus. I'll be honest, I must have missed the moment it happened, but he did something which led to his friend injuring her foot. So then he instantly gets in trouble, and we got that intimidating interrogation scene where you just see the physically imposing stature of a human wearing this power armor. It just looks like something from another world, and you would have no chance as a armed or unarmed regular human being against one of those things. But yeah, the guy seems to conform through fear rather than, you know, loyalty or love. And the elder accepts his apology and makes him a knight. So the last thing we see is him getting to go into a vertibird with another Brotherhood of Steel member going out on their first mission. And then to finish off the episode, we saw the reanimation of the ghoul Walton Goggins, literally raised from the dead with 2 medipack things going into his grave to reanimate him, which I've never seen done to a ghoul in the actual game. You know, the story for ghouls in the actual game is the radiation turned them into ghouls essentially as soon as the bombs dropped or not long after, so they've just been wandering for hundreds of years, some of them. So I don't know if there's an example in the games of just a dead body getting fed medications to make it come back as a ghoul. I'm not sure if that's how they're supposed to be created, but I've never seen it myself in one of the games. But yeah, these guys bring him back, and for some reason they're like standoffish and holding guns at him, even though they've heard he's a legendary sort of like gunslinger guy. So why they would even be aggressive in any way while planning to bring this guy back, I don't know. But it was not a smart game plan, and it turned into a shootout, and he took them out quick style. I like the action sequences in this show as well. Perfectly headshotted one of them, attached another to a chain to a casket and put him into his own grave. It was pretty badass. So going forward, they've set up 3 main players, an antagonist, and a reason to move the plot. So it was quite a good first episode when you think about it, because we got the woman in the vault, we got Brotherhood of Steel guy, and we got the cowboy. So these 3 characters will inevitably at some point intersect, and the goal, I'm assuming, will be to find her father. So we've got a mission, we've got a team starting to form even though they haven't met one another yet. All the pieces are getting laid out perfectly for the series. And yeah, needless to say, I'm just so happy it was good. It's almost like a relief, like it was really good, but I can't like think about how good it is yet, because I'm just more relieved that it's something I care about so much and it wasn't terrible. And I of course cannot wait to see what happens next week. If you've liked this video, click like, subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this, ring the bell to be notified as to when they drop. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below, and share this around to anyone you think might appreciate it or want to watch these reactions along with us. My Patreon link is down in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to my blog, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube a month and a half in advance, and you also get access to full-length versions of everything I react to. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and my channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.